On December 21st, there was an ambush at a convoy headed towards an encounter site in DKG area of Poonch. As of now, Indian Army has accepted 4 losses. The pro-terrorist groups have also claimed more brutal things on their Telegram channels. We'll tell you an uncensored version of what's happening and why exactly it's happening. Today we are deep diving into the heart of Jammu and Kashmir, exploring its intricate landscapes, historical significance, and the recent surge in violence that has sparked concern across the region. This is the part 3 in the series. On May 14th, a few days after a terrorist attack in which Indian Army lost 5 soldiers, PAFF, a proxy of terrorist group JEM, put out a poster where they said they will compel Indian Army to pull some of its troops from Indo-China border. China is a well-known funding source of Pakistan Army and its nefarious activities through terrorism within India. So when it comes to terrorism, India has to consistently take action against Pakistan and China. This is a complex situation we are dealing with. Geography adds to the woes of Indian Defence Forces. Jammu and Kashmir, comprising approximately 3.6% of India's land, is a land of 6 valleys, each with its unique charm. One crucial geographical divide is the imposing Pir Panjal Mountains, creating distinct regions like North Kashmir and Jammu. In the 1990s, the Rashtriya Rifles and local police successfully pushed terrorists out of the southern Pir Panjal region, ushering in an era of relative peace. However, recent events have unfolded, marking a significant shift. Fast forward to 2021. We find ourselves facing a resurgence of violence, particularly in the Poonch and Rajouri regions. Shockingly, 28 soldiers have lost their lives in this area since 2021. Terrorists have now also begun to use headcams of attacks, which are released by them to demoralize Indian soldiers. Most of our sources confirm that the terrorists now infiltrating are commando trained by ISI. What's behind the sudden uptick in violence and how it is linked to area's geography and historical context? We'll explain how. The Pir Panjal, a colossal mountain range separating Kashmir Valley from South Kashmir and Jammu, plays a pivotal role in the region's dynamics. Historically, both sides, India and Pakistan, believe that controlling Pir Panjal equates to dominance over the entire valley. Proximity to Pakistan border and numerous passes and infiltration routes amplify its strategic significance. Even though many routes are impassable in winters, they become potential gateways during the summer, posing challenges for the security forces. Rajouri and Poonch, 2 districts separated by the rest of the valley by Pir Panjal, present a unique set of challenges. The region's predominantly forested terrain hampers the security forces in tracking and apprehending terrorists after incidents. The wooded areas extending up to Shopian in South Kashmir provide hiding spots for terrorists, making it challenging to curb their activities. The infiltrators, or the terrorists, exploiting these natural covers, are believed to be using this route to reach South Kashmir. Since the abrogation of Article 370 in August 2019, Pakistan-backed terrorist groups have found themselves in a state of frustration. Reports from J&K police officials suggest that these groups are grappling with an overpowering response and public enthusiasm, which was witnessed during Home Minister Amit Shah's public rally in the minority dominated Rajouri on October 4, 2022. The frustration among Pakistan based jihadi terrorists is palpable. It seems that whenever India gears up to host major global activities, a terrorist-related incident in J&K is in the making. The pattern has become so predictable that it raises questions of cynicism. Historical instances such as Chitsinghpura bloodbath in March 2022 coincided with President Bill Clinton's speech to Indian Parliament. The recent April 2023 incident resulted in brutal killing of 5 soldiers and was aimed to disrupt the G20 occasion. The recent deployment of Rashtriya Rifles elements to Ladakh region in response to the standoff with China along the LAC has created a vulnerability in J&K. Historically, reducing army's presence in terrorism-affected area has often led to an increase in terrorist activities. The voids left are refilled by terrorist presence and supported by overground workers (OGW) networks. In response to the recent upsurge in attacks, redeployment and drawdown plans have been put on hold. The counter-terrorism forces in J&K are experiencing a revival with 18 new agencies of CRPF and resurrection of the village defense guard comprising of civilians. But the fear is that the damage may already have been done. Some sources from J&K have claimed that the terrorists may have brutalized the bodies of Indian soldiers in the Poonch attack on December 21st. If the news is true, then this will rile up the Indian populace. As Jammu and Kashmir navigates through these intricate dynamics and the resurgence of terrorism, geopolitical tensions and counter-terrorism measures create a complex chessboard of challenges.